Hello, everyone, and welcome back to OnCoffee. My guest now is Caterina Sposetti, research fellow at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Thank you, Caterina, for accepting my invitation and being my guest on OnCoffee. It's my pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you so much, Vahe. It's my pleasure to be here and to talk with you with a coffee in my hand. Cheers.
Thank you. So, our traditional question is, what is your favorite type of coffee? What is your coffee ritual?
So, I'm Italian, and my coffee ritual is to take, of course, a cappuccino in the morning. I prefer dairy-free milk, and always having then an espresso in the afternoon after lunch. Double shot here at ESMO because I need it, and single shot when I'm working, usually, but depends on the day.
That's great, but no cappuccino after 2 hours.
No cappuccino. Golden rule of Italian afternoon, no cappuccino rule.
That's great. Do you have any favorite blends to make your espresso?
I like an Italian brand that it's called Borbone Coffee. But I also like Illy, that is one of the most common one in Italy.
That's great choice. So, Caterina, I want to ask about your research project. It's about energy balance in breast cancer patients. So, I found that's really interesting. Could you please share more about that?
Of course. I've been working on this line of research now for 3 years, and I think it's something related to trying to understand how obesity, diet, and physical activity can help our patients not only with their symptoms during or after treatment, but also if reshaping the metabolism of our patient can improve the efficacy of the therapies that they are going through. Because we had some preclinical data that are very promising, and there were just during ASCO there was a very important study that showed that doing physical activity in patients with colon cancer after their treatment improved their survival. So it's always I'm very passionate about it because these are questions that patients always ask in clinic when I'm with them. What should I eat? What type of exercise should I do? How many times? And I'm very happy when I can answer them with evidence-based information.
That's great, and it's really important to do that.
Thank you.
My next question is, you are an active young oncologist, and I wanted to share about your experience in ESMO in the context of sessions for young oncologists and also for mentorship. If you have any ideas that you want to share about these topics, to be happy.
Of course, mentorship is very important for a young oncologist, but also should begin at the end of medical school, because it's very important to have someone that not only teach you how to do research, but also understands what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, so that he or she can help you to develop a profile, like a comprehensive profile of a physician scientist. I think that the sessions here at ESMO, organized by the Young Oncologist Committee, are very important because they can make you in contact, or they can allow you to network with new mentors, since it's not easy to find a good mentor, because it's not only a matter of the type of research you do, but also a matter of, from a human point of view, an emotional point of view, how you connect with the person, because you have to work with a person. So the mentor is a person like us, and it's very important so to establish this connection. And being in person and meeting someone in person is very different than doing it online.
Yeah, I think the things you said are really important. And young oncologists, medical students should try to attend to these sessions, and they will only benefit from that.
Yes.
My next question is about research differences in Europe and in USA, because now you're doing research in USA, Boston, but you also have done it in Italy. So could you please share more about the differences between Europe and USA?
Of course, the main difference are probably the regulations about research. So when we transition from Europe to USA, we have to learn different type of regulation and administrative rules. But I think that from Western countries in general, they are aligning on their research and the method of research. So I didn't find very hard to adjust to the US methods because really now, I think in the last 10 years, in the last decades, we have been collaborating so much between Europe and US that it's become really amazing how we can do very study with huge populations of patients, and we can expand all the results to all the countries. What is, I think, probably a main difference in between Europe and US is the diversity of the population. In US, of course, there are more people that are of different ethnicities, while in Europe we have mostly white and Caucasian population. So there is a difference that's important, and I've been seeing so much also in the clinic. So this is something that makes the research in US also more, like broad from this point of view, and very interesting.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing about that. Of course. And I found, like you said, communication between countries is very important. And I think that's the key for developing the science, pushing it forward.
Exactly.
As only with the communication and connections we can do that.
Exactly, yes. The science can only advance and really give important results if we work all together. And if we are always like in ESMO, we can meet and we can talk about ideas, and ideas has to be shared.
Yeah.
Exactly. Otherwise, you cannot do all alone, everything alone. You just need networking and really connect with people from both a scientific point of view, but also, as I was saying, from a human and emotional point of view, is very important.
Yeah. And my last question would be, any advice for medical students and young oncologists who are trying to find their way in the field of oncology?
The most the advice that I can give that is the most important: don't give up when something doesn't go as you want to, and maybe you feel frustrated. Don't give up, because opportunities arrive when you don't expect them. But be always ready to grab an opportunity when there is, and if there is not, just try and try hard, because in the end you can succeed and you can reach what you want. Important is just doing a little step every day and don't give up, really.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Of course.
Thank you for being my guest. I had a really pleasure talking with you.
My pleasure.
I hope you success in your life.
Thank you so much.
Personally and professional. And thank you for watching us. And don't forget to keep the coffee brewing. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to OncoDaily on YouTube. Hit the bell icon to stay updated.